842, Big 550 KTRS. Deb Peterson from the editorial page of the St. Louis Post-Dispatch. Good morning.
Good morning, McGraw.
I love this Propofol story. I find it fascinating.
I knew you did. I heard you earlier in the week. You had a good show about it. And today, the editorial board has a long editorial about the fact that the drug cartels are really setting the price on Propofol, and that a lot of the production problems are related to the prices being set very low. I found it fascinating. I did not know that drug cartels did this.
Wait a minute. Say this again.
Pharmaceutical cartels. I shouldn't call them drug
right.
cartels. It's not like the kind here where,
okay,
illegal.
So the pharmaceutical industries or the pharmaceutical community is setting the Propofol price too low?
It's not the pharmaceutical community. It's really hospitals bind together, and they have representatives or a group that represents what they will pay for certain pharmaceutical products. And they won't pay a lot of money for the Propofol, so it makes it not worthwhile for manufacturers to manufacture, because apparently it's a complicated drug to manufacture.
Right.
So the problem in Missouri isn't just that we have it improperly, although that is a problem. I mean, we should not have the Propofol we have.
Right.
But it may also not be at this point financially in the best interest of the manufacturers to manufacture it. So a state like Texas, which uses Propofol in its executions, has had it made it a compounding pharmacy, which is, I don't know if you know what compounders are, but they make pharmaceuticals outside of the chain of normal pharmaceutical manufacturers.
Well, like on the black market?
It's not black market at all, no. Compounders, a lot of the medications all of us buy are probably made by compounders. But they have a different standard, slightly lower, I believe, is the way to put it. They're different. They're still regulated, but not to the same extent.
Sounds to me like everybody needs to go read this editorial.
Yes, it's fascinating, and we are kind of in the midst of it because now, Missouri has agreed to give back the Propofol that it wrongly received, and yet the governor's office, I believe and the Department of Corrections won't say whether they're going to give back all of it or whether they have enough to go ahead with the next two scheduled executions.
Has anybody put this together? So Propofol is made by a German company. And this German company sends this drug to Missouri. Missouri's going to use...
No. They send it to Louisiana.
Oh, okay. Missouri
gets
it. Missouri gets it. Okay. And so this German company wants it back because they don't want their drug to be used to kill people. And the person Missouri wants to execute is a neo-Nazi who killed Jews outside of a synagogue.
That's not funny, but I guess now that you put it that way, that is one link that we have not actually made in this. Even though I don't believe that is related, that is, I think one could consider that appropriately an irony of this situation.
Right, so you have a German company not wanting to execute a person who's a neo-Nazi who killed Jews outside of a synagogue.
Well, they don't want their medication used to execute anybody.
That is correct. But
the fact would be that, yes, that would be the first, or that would be the second person who is scheduled to be executed with the Propofol.
Yeah. I'm not saying anything. I'm not. The only thing I'm saying is that I find it ironic, even though Shakespeare says there's nothing ironic about anything. I just find it interesting that that situation has arisen.
Yes, it is. It is, and I would like to see there be no death penalty because I think that is inherent to the idea of a death penalty is how does somebody die with dignity or whatever the law requires, so that a humane treatment isn't killing somebody inhumane in and of itself.
No, I don't understand why people don't trust government, but they trust government to kill people.
Yeah. So there are some big problems with that, but all of that aside.
Not only that, not only that, I don't trust the government to do anything. Yet I just trust you. You'll kill someone, and I don't have to watch it.
Yeah.
Yeah. It
It's a
should be
problem,
open to
I
the public.
think. I mean,
it should be open
I
to the
don't,
public.
and the disproportionate racial makeup of people who are, scheduled to be executed around the country. I think as a nation we need to examine a lot of this stuff. So, but that's a different topic. This is merely the topic of this drug used in executions. So we, stopped using the gas chamber and the electric chair because those were inhumane ways to kill people. So now we're going to use a medication that, maybe if we use one that's manufactured kind of off market, who knows what's going to be in that. And so now, I'm sure there are going to be lawsuits about, apparently this can be when injected, there's a burn to it. Well, I don't know. If we're going to die anyway, a little bit of burn on the way I don't know. I mean, maybe that sounds cruel. And of course, as I'm saying, I would rather not see people be executed, but I don't know if in the process of doing this, what is the best way to do it.
See, I want to see people executed. I want it to be put on the internet. I want it to be put on television. I want them to do it in the middle of the street.
The town square method, huh?
That is exactly right.
Pilloryum.
If you're doing it in the name of the citizens of Missouri, don't close it off. It should be open to the public.
Really? You would go? You would watch an execution?
I don't know whether I would go or not. I don't necessarily go and sift through the documents, the lobbying documents, the campaign finance reform documents, but it's there because it's open to the public. You're going to kill.
You're just saying this should not be done outside of public view.
It should not be done in private. That is exactly right. It should be done in the open.
Since the person who is sentenced to death, doesn't he or she, I guess has always been.
But the state is doing it in our name.
But they get to invite people, and I think there are representatives of the people. I don't think it is open to the public because I think that would lead to all kinds of bizarre stuff.
Well,
and I think in the practical world you would understand that people are weird.
Well, they should put it on the internet then.
You have a twisted mind. No internet executions, please.
Ladies and gentlemen, that's Deb Peterson. She sits on the editorial page of the St. Louis Post-Dispatch. You can read her where?
STLtoday.com. Yeah. And go to opinion, and they're there.
It's news
opinion.
and then news and then opinion.
News and opinion.
Yeah.
Oh, I didn't. Well, I think there's an opinion tab now.
KTRS/news/opinion. Just hit the opinion tab, and you're good to go.
How's Cartelsville treating you?
The hole is dug, and they start pouring the footings today.
Wait a minute. I thought you were moving in the other day.
No, they just broke ground on it the other day.
Oh, you are something else. And now you're selling your boat that you've had for
a week.
How long?
A week.
You're a weird guy, McGraw.
Thank you very much.
Take care.
Have a good week. Deb Peterson, 8:50. We'll talk to Mike Kelly. We'll talk Mizzou football. We'll do it next on the Big 550 KT.